What's up, anime family? Today we're diving into the world of isekai, but not the usual titles you've seen 100 times. Nah, we're unlocking the hidden gems with overpowered main characters that flew under your radar. Kicking off with number 10, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. This anime really doesn't get enough credit. Haruyoshi isn't just overpowered, he's terrifying in that silent genius way. While most isekai MCs luck into cheat skills, this dude walked in with years of knowledge and trauma, like he's playing life on New Game Plus. He doesn't brute force his way through challenges. He calculates, manipulates, and outplays everyone like it's a strategy game only he knows the rules to. And honestly, that makes him more satisfying to watch. You know that smirk you get when a teacher underestimates you and then you ace the test? Yeah, that's Haruyoshi's whole vibe. Nobles doubt him, demons underestimate him, and then he wipes the floor with them while barely breaking a sweat. The darker tone makes it stand out too. It's less about friendship speeches and more about, I've been betrayed before. Try me if you want. Easily one of the most underrated OPMCs out there. Sliding to number 9, Handyman Saito in Another World. Saito is proof that sometimes the smallest skills make the biggest difference. Forget blasting meteors or sword-slashing bosses, this man can unlock a treasure chest, fix armor, and organize gear like a legend. And that makes him the MVP of his party. Watching him casually save everyone with handyman skills while the big fighters struggle is just hilarious. It hits home too, because how many times in real life do basic skills get overlooked? In his old world, Saito was just another guy fixing locks. In this world, he's irreplaceable. That's the beauty of it. It's an isekai that says, hey, you don't need to shoot fireballs to be important. Plus, the comedy is gold. The group dynamics are chaotic, yet Saito keeps everything balanced. Honestly, he's the kind of OP character you don't expect, but once you see how useful he is, you realize he's secretly carrying everyone. A low-key masterpiece. Landing on number 8, Farming Life in Another World. All right, anime fans, I know farming doesn't sound hype at first, but don't sleep on this one. Hiraku got the most busted farming tool in history, and with it, he builds a paradise. Forget fighting demon kings, this man is cultivating a squad of elves, beast folk, and vampires like it's The Sims, but with cheat codes. And it's strangely addictive to watch. The tool is OP in ways that almost feel unfair. You'll laugh when you realize a plow in his hands is more powerful than some swords. What I love most, though, is the vibe. It's cozy, heartwarming, but still has that fantasy magic that makes you want to keep watching. And honestly, it's refreshing seeing someone win in life by farming instead of endless battles. It's the kind of anime that makes you think, yeah, I'd quit my job too if God handed me that tool. Farming never looked so good. Looking at number 7, the Saint's magic power is omnipotent. Finally, a female lead in the OP spotlight, and she absolutely kills it. Sei walks into another world, gets overlooked at first, and then casually becomes the most powerful magic user alive. Her healing is so ridiculous, it's basically divine intervention. Watching her go from ignored office worker to living goddess is insanely satisfying. And the fact that she does it without ego, just pure kindness, makes it even better. The best part is how everyone reacts to her. People underestimate her, doubt her, and then their jaws drop when they see her power firsthand. And let's not ignore the romance angle. It's actually wholesome and adds to the story instead of dragging it down. What I love is that her power isn't about destruction. It's about saving, healing, and restoring. It's refreshing in a genre full of edgy, fight-crazed heroes. Sei shows that being OP doesn't have to mean being violent. It can mean being irreplaceable. Hitting number 6, Sweet Reincarnation. At first, I thought this anime was going to be nothing more than cake isekai. But man, it's way deeper than that. Pastry isn't just baking sweets, he's rewriting the entire culture of his new world with desserts and brains. Imagine being a child with the soul of a genius chef and outsmarting nobles, solving political issues, and oh yeah, still making the perfect tart. That's the energy Pastry brings. What makes him OP isn't just his cooking, it's his knowledge, resourcefulness, and the way he uses it to shape society. He's proof that sometimes intelligence and passion can be just as powerful as brute force. And honestly, it's hilarious watching his grown-up chef brain deal with being in a kid's body. Sweet Reincarnation has that blend of wholesome charm and serious stakes that keeps you hooked. Who knew desserts could be this intense? Definitely one of the sweetest surprises in Isekai. Coming in at number 5, Necromancer Isekai. How I went from abandoned villager to the Emperor's favorite. This one really caught me off guard. Our MC starts off abandoned and forgotten, literally the guy nobody cares about, and then flips his life upside down through necromancy. And not the creepy, boring type of necromancy. This man's army of undead turns him from an outcast into one of the most powerful figures in the Empire. What I love here is the glow-up story. There's something so satisfying about watching someone go from zero to untouchable in a way nobody saw coming. The Emperor going from dismissing him to favoring him is like the ultimate look at me now flex. The anime mixes dark themes with the classic isekai fun, so you get that edgy vibe, but with a twist that keeps it engaging. If you're tired of the same chosen hero narratives, this one's for you. It's gritty, it's clever, and it proves underdogs can be just as OP as golden boys. Crashing in at number 4, Tsuki to Laika to Nosferatu. Now this one is underrated to the core. It mixes space exploration with vampires in a way that shouldn't work, but totally does. The MC, alongside Arena the Vampire, gives us one of the most unique isekai-adjacent vibes in the genre. While it's not your traditional swords and magic isekai, the OP energy is there. Arena has strength, resilience, and an edge that makes her stand out. The anime itself feels like a hidden gem nobody's talking about, blending politics, sci-fi, and supernatural themes in a smooth package. And honestly, it's refreshing to see an isekai break away from cliches and take risks. The world building is excellent, the tension is real, and the chemistry between characters pulls you in. It's not just about being overpowered, it's about ambition, struggle, and defying limits. Tsuki to Laika is the kind of anime you recommend to flex your I watch underrated stuff credentials. Criminally slept on. Entering number 3, Reincarnated as a sword, K. I know the concept sounds weird, MC dies, becomes a sword. But stick with me, because this is one of the most badass twists on the genre. As a sword, the MC is insanely OP, leveling up, gaining skills, and becoming a weapon of mass destruction. But the best part is his bond with Fran, the cat girl who wields him. Their dynamic is wholesome, emotional, and honestly hilarious at times. It's less about one person being OP, and more about a partnership that makes them unstoppable. The fights are clean, the growth feels earned, and the emotional beats hit harder than you'd expect. What I love most is how creative it is. You think, how interesting can a sword be? And then you find yourself binging episodes like crazy. It's fresh, it's fun, and it absolutely earns its place as one of the most unique OP isekai anime out there. Powering in at number 2, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. This anime is straight up comedy gold. The MC is ridiculously overpowered, but here's the twist. He's paranoid about everything. Like, this man will train until he's level 100 before fighting a slime. And it's hilarious to watch. But what makes it genius is that beneath the comedy, the strategy makes sense. Being cautious in another world where death is around every corner? Honestly, relatable. The goddess pairing adds so much chaotic energy too. Her reactions to his overpreparedness had me laughing out loud. But here's the kicker. It actually gets emotional. Just when you think it's all jokes, the story smacks you with some heavy drama, and suddenly the cautious nature feels justified. It balances comedy, action, and feels better than most isekai ever try to. If you haven't seen it yet, you're missing one of the smartest takes on OPMCs in anime history. A total gem. Finally, at number 1, Wise Man's Grandchild. This isekai might not have blown up like Shield Hero or ReZero, but it deserves way more love. Shin is basically a walking cheat code. He reincarnates with insane magic powers and knowledge, making him untouchable from day one. But what makes it entertaining is his personality. He's not arrogant, he's just clueless about how broken he really is. Watching him casually one-shot enemies while everyone else freaks out is hilarious. And the fact that he ends up reinventing entire concepts in his new world, like modernizing magic, is wild. It's like giving Einstein superpowers and dropping him in medieval times. The anime has humor, romance, action, and that classic OP but lovable energy that keeps it fun. It might not be flawless, but as far as underrated isekai go, Wise Man's Grandchild delivers everything you want in an OPMC anime. definitely deserves the crown on this list. And that's the list. Anime family. 10 underrated isekai with OP main characters that you probably skipped, but now you know where the real gems are hiding. Whether it's farming, sword reincarnation, or cautious comedy, these shows prove the genre still has fresh ideas. Dive into them and thank me later when you're hooked.